Hey everybody, Lady Gear you here, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD. In today's video, we're going to head towards the Tower of the Gods, the next dungeon in the game. Hoorah! So, yeah, in the previous video, we were kind of exploring the world and stuff like that, doing some side quests, stuff like that. You can check it out if you want. Mostly we're just getting the rewards for the Tingle statues that we've gotten throughout the game so far, because we now have access to bombs, and that means that we can now actually activate the Tingle statues. Yay, Tingle is such a fun character. Who doesn't like him? I cannot say that. I physically cannot say that. I don't like Tingle, in case anybody has guessed by now. Even though I've said that like a million times throughout my channel. Now, I'm gonna look for the map fizz real quick. Keeps right over there. So let's go get him real quick so that we can fill out another spot on the map. Now what do you have to say this time? Hi, Smart Fam. Yeah, I've heard. I take it you want to chat in information about this island. Then start by opening up your Steam chat. You can make me. Bum 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 bum. I've done a fist fortune on you, Smart Fam, and from what I can tell, it looks like you're fated to come to this place many times. And the keys that control the fate are none other than the lucky items known as the Triumph Forks. Yeah, they're some sort of magical utensils. If you want to learn more about the Triumph Forks, talk to the guy Tingle. That's what the fist fortune told me. Now, I know I may only be a fist, but my fortune telling is uncannily accurate. You better believe it, Smart Fam. Yay, we're gonna have to see Tingle again throughout this game. That is so much fun. And something about this dungeon, believe it or not, Tingle is actually fairly important in the GameCube version of this game, which I'll be going over as we go throughout this dungeon. So without further ado, let's go! Don't know why the boat was slowing down when we get wind there. Maybe it didn't have enough time to load the loading screen area thingy, but jigginess. Okay. I did not mean to do that. I was like looking at my Miiverse post right now because I picked up a Miiverse bottle in between starting this video. I don't know what I'm trying to say. The point now is that we're now inside the Tower of the Gods, the next dungeon in the game. So, yeah, this is a interesting dungeon. I wouldn't say I don't like it, but I have like mixed feelings about it, because sometimes I would absolutely love this dungeon and say, oh my god, this dungeon is amazing, this is one of my favorite dungeons in the game. And other times I'll be all like, oh my god, why did I ever like this place? This place is horrible. But right now I'm in a mood where I like this place. So without further ado, let's continue onward. Now there are a couple things in this place I don't really particularly care that much for, like these choo-choo enemies that appear. So let's go equip some items so we can actually fight these things. It's probably a bad idea to have the bait out with us while we were fighting this thing. Oh, by the way, before I forget, I don't remember if I talked about this already, but you can use the boomerang is a very, very useful item for fighting the choo-choos with. It's kind of similar to fighting the choo-choos with the bomb in Skyward Sword, how like the bomb could like instantly destroy them. But like the boomerang, it stuns them for a bit, and then it would stun the enemies for a bit, and then it will like go away and stuff like that. I'm the best at describing things, aren't I? Yay, magical rainbow bridge. Okay, I'm not sure if it's this room or a room later in the game, because the Wii U version, there is no Tingle Tuner in this game, but it was in the GameCube version. But there is something very interesting about the Tower of the Gods that's associated with the Tingle Tuner, because in the original version of this game, I did not mean to throw that. Thank God that didn't land in the water. That could have been very bad. If this lands in the water or anything like that, you can just go back to where it was originally, because it'll respawn every time. But the Tingle Tuner in the original version of the game for the GameCube would give you some information about like where you can find bombs and not bombs, fairies and just other basic items like that. But in the Tower of the Gods, there was a 5-part story talking about Tingle. Now, even though I don't like Tingle, I am going to be going over this story as we progress through the area, because in the original version, you would find like 5 pages throughout the Tingle Tuner. Like when you go into a room on the Tingle Tuner, it would appear on the Game Boy screen, telling you that there's like something in the area that you can like do stuff with and stuff like that. And that's the best way to describe things again. But like basically what I'm trying to say is that as we get to that area, from where it would have been in the GameCube version, I'm going to describe another part of the story. So we're not going to see the first part for a little while, but when we get to that point, I am going to talk about it. Okay, so I'm going to want to move these boxes around, so we can gain access to these areas. Like there isn't a whole lot of stuff that's that's not worth mentioning in this area, because most of these bubble walls only have like pots and stuff like that, so it's not that worth it to go in here. But I think there is a joy pendant in here, so I do want to get that, because we are actually doing a side quest. We're going to get like 20 of them or something like that. So let's move the box over here so we can like, gain access to another bumble wall thingy-majigger. Right, and let's go over here and blow up this area again. One thing I have to say right now is that I freaking love the music in this area, so I'm gonna be quiet for a moment so you guys can listen to it. Except not, because we're opening a treasure chest right now, and treasure chest music interrupts regular music. The more you know. Alright then, so... Whoa, choo-choos. Choo-choo overlord. Choo-choo overload! I didn't mean to say overlord earlier, but whatever. I'm trying not to English right now. I'm trying to like speak Klingon or something like that. Even though I have no idea how to speak Klingon. Which, the funny thing is, what gets me is that you can like get a major in speaking Klingon in like colleges, right? At least a couple years ago you could. And I'm not sure if that's still a thing, but like for some reason you can like study Klingon in school. So I find it funny that you can do that, because you're like paying for college, and you're taking and using that money to pay for like. And using that money to like pay to speak a fictional language in a TV show. So I don't know why. I just always found it funny that you can learn Klingon in college or whatever. Unfortunately, my college doesn't offer that kind of classes, because my college isn't awesome enough. Anywho, what we're gonna be doing now is that we're gonna be going over here, and what I always like the faces of the statues, up here on like over there. That's not going to be the only time we'll see a statue face like that, but trust me, it's just funny. And I really like the texture of like the smoke in front of the screen, how it's all like swirly and stuff like that. The swirly is always fun. What's even more fun is Swarly from like How I Met Your Mother or something like that. Now this next area is a little bit complex. I'm going to be focusing more on gameplay right here. But as we go through here, I'm going to talk about like this room, because that's what I'm doing when I make videos. What I'm trying to say. There are like a couple of strategies that you can do in this area that a lot of people have different strategies. Some people will probably do what I'm going to be doing there. But basically what I'm doing is I'm going to be stacking 2 boxes by each other, because when we jump between them, I want to give Link more space to travel between them. Because we have to light up these torches over here with a burning torch or something like that. So we definitely don't want to touch the water when that happens, because as anybody who's paid attention in physics or just common knowledge should know, water makes fire go away. Ultimate knowledge, courtesy of Lady you. Water makes fire go away. If I can actually speak properly, that would be nice. But I can't speak. I'm not allowed to speak legally. So this video will be done. So there'll be no more commentary throughout the rest of this video. I'm just kidding. That kind of reminds me of that one Versus episode where they're like playing the silent game in the middle of the video, and there was like no commentary for like 2 minutes. That's like one of my favorite parts of that Versus. Alright, so let's burn this duck and jump for glory. Jump, jump, Jump. Yeah, we did it! Clap for joy. When I was practicing for this earlier, it took me like half an hour to get over here because I kept landing in the water. And we get a small key. Yar, we did a thing. We did a thing. And there's an electrical choo-choo. I knew, get away from me. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay. I don't remember which Zelda game it is. I think it's Spirit Tracks, but a detail I always liked in that game is that if you got electrocuted, like the map would be all like more blurry and pixelated. I'm kind of sad that it doesn't appear on the Wii U version because that would have been fun little details to appear on the gamepad map. Well, actually, maybe it does appear on the gamepad. I'm not sure about that. I did not tell you can get outside the boat, Link. Okay, let's go back over here. I think we're done with everything on this side of the dungeon right now. So let's progress onward over here. Yar. Let's take out our cannon because now we have access to the cannon. You get access to this after you get the bombs from going to the pirate ship when the pirates are on Windfall Island from a couple of videos back. So yeah, we have access to bombs now, and there's a choo-choo in the water. The choo-choo knows what you do in the dark. I have no idea what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's go over it. Excuse me, staircase. You know what? I'm gonna do an unnecessary backflips on top of the staircase. Yeah! We're manly people. We do backflips over a staircase. At least I could do a backflip. Alright, let's get the heart and go over here and destroy the jars. A mortal enemy. Pottery! That's one of the reasons why Okami is awesome, because we also destroyed jars in that game. I don't think we're gonna be too late to do this. I think the water's gonna come up when we get up there. Nope, it's not. Yay! Okay, I'm like 30% sure that that treasure chest is gonna have a joy pendant inside. But let's see if I'm proven wrong. Yep, it's a joy pendant. I was right. I'm always right, unless I'm left. That was a really stupid joke. I apologize for that. Is there anything over here? Nope, that's not until later. I should know these things because I practiced for this dungeon earlier. Alright, let's throw a boomerang at this guy's face. That didn't work, that didn't work. Okay, let's try Dick Leaf. Yay, that worked! Alright, let's go get these things. That's kind of morbid how a heart came out of its head. And we now have the compass! Yeah! Now, if you look at the gamepad map real quick, you can see that there is another treasure chest located somewhere in this room. And there's an ice switch right there. Treasure chest and an eyeball. Nope, that's not foreshadowing at all. Sorry for that sudden cut right there. I almost forgot to take a Miiverse screenshot so I can actually demonstrate what I was trying to point out on the gamepad map. If I had a gamepad capture card, I wouldn't have to go into Miiverse to save it to a screenshot album, then go onto my computer, and then re-download it. It's kind of a tedious process, especially with Pikmin 3, where, like, with all those data files and stuff like that. But anyway, enough about Pikmin 3. Let's continue talking about Wind Waker. This game is awesome and stuff like that. This game is awesome. This is freaking awesome. Let's try to keep the cuckoos. No, the choo-choos. Cuckoos and choo-choos are completely different things. Alright, so come on, water, go down. Go down. Why can't this be like the water temple where we can make it go down automatically, or the Poseidon room in San Francisco Folly? We can use a boomerang to destroy these as well. I already said that, but when you're not locked onto an enemy, you can. I'm trying to say, when you're not locking onto an enemy and you use a boomerang, you can attack multiple targets like that. Another reason why the boomerang is superior in this game than it is in Twilight Princess. And something I noticed in the Wii U version of Twilight Princess is that Link's kind of like, when you go to take out the Gale boomerang, Link just stands there for a second and then starts using the item. So I don't know why they did that, but because I'm pretty sure that wasn't in the original version of the game, but whatever. Speaking of Twilight Princess, I'm playing that game recently, and I know I've talked about how I don't really like the first dungeon in that game, but when I was playing on the Wii U version, I liked it a lot more for some reason. I don't know why. It might be because it just looks better visually, but I remember the biggest reason why I didn't like that dungeon was because those monkeys annoyed me in that dungeon. But enough about Twilight Princess because we're doing a let's play of Wind Waker. Okay, water. You can go up now. That'd be very nice. Yay! I like the boat. I like how the boat just like, when it was going above the water, it was like, oh, I'm back. That's just my crazy imagination. Because I'm not entirely sure if it was that room or a room that... Excuse me. Jerk. I'm not sure if it's that room over there or a room we'll be seeing later in the dungeon, but pretty soon we'll be seeing the first part of the story I was talking about that you could find with the Tingle Tuner in the GameCube version. So let's continue on. Merry wait, stupid freaking staircase. You know what? Backflip! Yeah! Alright, for this room, I want to go and take out bombs real quick, and you'll see why in a second. Hey! Oh, wait. Don't know why I was singing right there. But anyway, if we go over here, we can put the statues on the switch. That did not activate. Come on, buddy. Yeah, we did it. Watch out for this thing, because when the little circly thing of circliness appears, it's going to fire a beam at you. I think these are the Wind Waker's version of Beamos. I might be wrong about that. If I am, I'll put a caption on screen. Here! Alright then, so now that the statues have risen up, don't make the same mistake I did, where I thought the statues would spawn from like the bottom of this cliff, and I jumped off the platform and I fell to my deathly doom. Don't do that. Remember, no gamer wants to be a Lady Gear to you. Alright, and if we go over here, we can place a bomb over here, and I'm going to pull up my shield so I don't take any damage. And... Zabam! A treasure chest appears, and Link's cap is flowing in the wind. And we have the Goddess Tingle statue. Its salty seawater coating is kind of gross. It will be waiting for you on Wind Tingle Island. That is the perfect description for how I feel about about the Tingle statues. It's salty, seawater, and I feel salty about collecting those things, and it's kind of gross, and Tingle's gross. In case you guys couldn't tell, I really don't like Tingle. Alright, so let's continue on ignoring my deep hatred for that weirdo. Continue onward, and go over here. Okay, somewhere around here is the first part of the Tingle Tuner story. Let me look at my notes real quick. Alright, yeah, it's over here. Now, something I'm going to be doing is that the locations for these things, I will not be reading them in order. I am going to be reading them at the points that we would find them, but just so you know, I would not be reading them in order because I simply don't really feel like it. Like, I know what the order is, and I died again. I know what the order is for where this would appear in the GameCube version, but it's just gonna be more convenient for me to just read them when we get to a point where a page would appear on the Tingle Tuner. So let's take this guy up. We'll be getting an item pretty soon that'll make these enemies a lot easier to fight. So let's go deal with that and go over in this room. Oh yeah. Okay, somewhere around here is the Tingle Tuner thing. Yeah, somewhere over here. What would usually be like the fourth page, what would usually be like the fourth page for the Tingle Tuner, because on the GameCube version, when you read the Tingle Tuner, there'd be like pages that would only appear on the Game Boy screen. You can like pick it up and stuff like that, and do super cool things or epic and amazing and stuff. Now, the one I'm going to read is usually supposed to be like the fourth part of it, but as we go over here, I'm going to read the first part of the Legend of the Fairy. It is said that long ago, a boy garbed in green and known as the hero of time saved this land. However, on a certain island, there is also a story of the fairy who saved that hero. That part that I just read does not appear until later, but like I said, I'm going to be reading these out of order from how they originally appeared. So let's go over here. Well, I think there's another one that could be read in that room. I'm going to double check my notes again because I don't want to be wrong about this. Plus, there's going to be a cutscene coming up in a minute. You learned the command melody! My king waited beyond the doors to control them and guide them to their place of truth to open the path of the gods. And with that, we're going to this video off here, so thank you guys so much for watching this video of The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD. Next time, we're going to continue exploring the Tower of the Gods in hopes of finding more of these statue guys. And until next time, to gear to you. Oh yeah!